Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do my makeup and just chat about the new Love is Blind season because season 6 came out not that long ago and I've been watching it and it's just so much drama. Honestly, it's probably my favorite season yet, simply because of the drama. You know, when you become a mom, your life becomes very, not boring, because it's like obviously exciting, but I guess like repetitive, and like especially when they're so young, you don't really, you know, your life is not that exciting aside from your little one doing cool things. But Love is Blind has been like my source of entertainment, so I thought that we would just talk about episode 1 because I'm restarting it now because I am like all the way caught up, but I thought that I could do like a little series on my channel. So I have a glass of wine, my son is down for bed, and my husband is downstairs doing a workout. So I thought that I would just chill and do some makeup and talk. So yeah, let's get into it, I guess. I guess we can. So I guess I'll start out with a primer. I'm not really, like, I'm not going anywhere, so I don't need it to last, like, you know, all night or anything. To be completely honest, I'm probably just gonna do my makeup and then go shower and get ready for bed because I want to get some sleep before my son wakes up. So yeah, anyways, I'm just using a little bit of a primer though, just to kind of have like a little base, you know what I mean? Okay, so let's get right into it. So when this season started, the cast, I was kind of like, okay, like they seem like, you know, all of them seem nice. Pretty much all of them seem like they're there for like, you know, the right reasons, like they have good intentions. But I mean, it's season 6 of Love is Blind. Does anybody really have good intentions when they go on that show? I feel like the first season, the intentions would have been more pure because, you know, it's the first season, nobody really knows what they're getting into. But now that the show is like such a big thing and like a big franchise, I feel like, you know, everybody knows that if you go on that show, you're gonna become, you know, popular and gain a following on social media. And that's just, oh my god, of course I got it on my shirt. I do this all the time with this stupid, it's really disappointing because this is like one of my favorite shirts. So I hope that comes out in the wash, because if not, I'm gonna be pretty upset about it, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I'll be pretty upset. Anyways, what was I saying? So, oh yes, so like, I feel like the first season, you know, everybody's there because, you know, they're like, ooh, a Netflix show, like, let's see what's up, let's see what the deal is. But I feel like as the seasons have gone on, it's kind of like, you know, you're gonna get clout, you know, you're gonna get noticed, you know, you're gonna get attention and following and blah blah blah. So that being said, I don't think that anybody necessarily goes on that show for the right reasons anymore. Like I said, maybe the first couple seasons that was the case, but definitely not anymore in my personal opinion. Now what I will say is the couples that, like the final couples that get to like do the reveals and stuff in this season are Clay and AD, Jimmy and Chelsea, Jeremy and Laura, and Amy and Johnny. Oh, and Brittany and Kenneth, but we'll get into it, the drama. that'll be for later videos, I guess, because I'm only supposed to be doing, oh my god, I'm only supposed to be doing episode 1 and I'm already talking about like the final couples. I'm not even supposed to tell that. Anyways, I'm sure if you guys watch it, you know anyway, so it doesn't matter. So the first episode starts out, you know, everybody's going on dates, everybody's feeling each other out, and that's probably honestly good enough, to be honest, because I'm not even going anywhere, so it doesn't need to look that good. I'm just doing it for the sake of the video. So yeah, they start going on dates with each other. Everybody's like talking, getting to know each other, and basically the love triangles that are formed, like the main love triangles are, there's AD that's talking to Clay and Matthew. And Matthew is a whole, he, you know, at the very beginning, I kind of got really weird vibes from him. Then near the middle of the first episode, I was like, okay, like when him and AD started like having more conversations and like it showed, you know, who he really was, I was like, okay, like he seems decent, like he seems like he's there to find a wife, and he seems like he's really genuine underneath all the like weirdness, which is good. So I was like, okay, you know what, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But then he just proves to be like just, you know, and you can tell in the little comments that he makes, because he's like, America loves the underdog, and like the villain of the like, you know, America loves the villain in the TV shows and blah blah blah, and you're just like, bro, you're not there for the right reasons, like at all. And then yeah, like I was keeping up with him and AD, and I was like, okay, like he does seem like he maybe like really likes her. He might be a little bit more genuine than I thought. But then he ends up telling Amber the exact same things that he's telling AD. He's basically saying like, I'll come and get you, we can leave together, like it's like, I want to ask your dad for permission to marry you, like all this stuff. And I'm like, buddy, do you not realize that everything you say is being filmed? But I mean, that's probably his motive anyway, so I don't think he cares. But yeah, so that's their relationship. Thank God AD, you know, although I don't agree with like everything, not that she does, because I do like her as a cast member, but I don't agree with like just some of the stuff with her and Clay. I'll get into that. But then there's her and Clay, and honestly Clay I just don't like at all whatsoever. I'm sure, you know, he's a nice person, and I'm sure he's gonna find a lovely girl who will be so good for him, but I think AD is way like too much woman for him, honestly. Like I just think that she deserves a man, and I don't think that he's ready for that commitment yet. Like I don't think that he's, I don't know, he just is giving like fuckboy vibes, if I'm being honest. And he gives like, he keeps saying like, oh yeah, like my dad cheated on my mom and I hate cheaters and like I'm so against that shit. But then he's saying like, you know, I just don't want to mess up, I don't want to like cheat on you in the future. And it's like, why are you even bringing that up if you're saying that like you're not that type of guy? Like that shouldn't even be a concern then. So why do you keep bringing it up? How about you change the topic, you know? So yeah, that like really rubs me the wrong way about him, because it's like, buddy, like how much are you trying to prove that you're not a piece of shit when you're clearly a piece of shit, like, you know? So yeah, that's Clay and AD. They're pretty much like, they get along really well, they like banter and they joke, but at the end of the day, I just don't think Clay is the one for him, or for her. And then there's Brittany and Kenneth, and like honestly I can't even remember if they actually, you know what, I don't even know if, I don't think they come in until like the second episode. Oh my god, I'm doing this all wrong, let me tell you. I'm just gonna talk about Love is Blind, okay? It doesn't even matter. I've seen up to episode 11, I think. That's how many are out right now. So, if you don't want to know spoilers, don't watch this. Because I'm giving spoilers. Because I keep forgetting that I'm only supposed to be talking about episode 1. Girl, let me tell you, the mom brain is really mom braining. So yeah, that's great. Anyways, I'll just keep talking, I guess. So Brittany and Kenneth, I really liked them, and I really thought that they had like a lot in common in the pods. They were like, Kenneth seemed so down to earth and so like real, and just like a good man, honestly. And Brittany is like the sweetest girl. She just like, you could tell she's ready for marriage. Like she wants commitment, she wants the whole 9, you know. And they're both like religious, which good for them. Like that's amazing. They really get along and connect with that side of them, so that's good. But they really get along. Like everything's good with them. And then there's Laura and Jeremy, and honestly I'm not a huge fan of Jeremy. I think Laura is very like strong, and she knows what she wants, she knows what she deserves, which is like awesome for her. Jeremy is really just like annoying, because him and Laura are basically also involved in a love triangle between Jeremy and Sarah Ann. And Sarah Ann and Jeremy, honestly, I feel like are a better match, just because I just think that they, you know, want the same things. They're both like looking for fun, and I think Laura's more ready to like settle down and, you know, find her life partner. And I just don't think that Jeremy or Sarah Ann are necessarily like looking for that. I mean, they could be finding or looking to find like their life partner, but I just don't think that they're as committed to the whole thing as Laura is. So yeah, long story short, Jeremy and Laura end up getting engaged, but Jeremy should have picked Sarah Ann, because at the end of the day he chooses her anyways, which is kind of like, I don't know, man. You had a really good woman, but he apparently just wanted the fun instead of a good woman. And I'm not saying that Sarah Ann's not a good woman. It's just some of the choices that she made also rubbed me the wrong way. She did end up like messaging him after they got back from Mexico, when they went on like their pre-wedding honeymoon thing, and she like messaged him and was like, hey, just letting you know the door's open, like if you change your mind, feel free to hit me up, baby. And Jeremy, instead of just, you know, deleting the message and moving on because he's engaged, what does this man do? He replies to her, or no, he doesn't reply, sorry. He likes the message. So we don't like that. We don't love that for Laura, because it's like, Jeremy, what are you doing? You know, I'm like, that's just not what you do when you have a fiance waiting at home for you. You know, you don't like the message. And then he ended up going and meeting up with Sarah Ann one night, and this man didn't get home until 5 in the morning. So Laura was sat there like, hello, where was my man? And Jeremy was like, oh yeah, like I went out and some of the cast members were out, and I ended up running into Sarah Ann. And Laura says, that's good and dandy, that's awesome. So where were you until 5 a.m.? Like, that doesn't answer my question on where you were until 5 in the morning, sweetheart. So this man says, oh, I was in the parking lot. I don't know if he meant like the parking lot of the bar he was at or what. But this man basically just tried to say that he was in the parking lot. And then he ended up confessing and saying, oh, actually, I gave Sarah Ann a ride home. So Laura, I think she can, you know, she's a smart girl. So she like put the pieces together and she's like, no sir, you were out cheating on me and I'm not okay with that. So she basically was like, listen, I'm done. You're a liar. This is not what I wanted. This engagement like basically means nothing to you. I mean nothing to you. And you're clearly showing that. So Jeremy basically is sitting there like, he honestly like did not fight for her, did not really apologize, like nothing. So yeah, at the barbecue thing where they all like meet each other, I'm like bouncing around, by the way, like I'm not telling this in like chronological order whatsoever. I'm just kind of like going couple by couple because in Mexico they seemed really good together. Yeah, I'm like really bouncing around, but whatever, I don't care. I really don't care, to be honest with you. This is my video and this is my channel and I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. So if you guys don't like that, then that sucks. But yeah, in Mexico they seemed really good together, which I was like, okay, like maybe they'll, you know, make this work. But when they got home and that whole cheating scandal happened with him and Sarah Ann, oh, my baby's crying. But my husband just came up here, so hopefully, yeah, he just went into the room with him. Our son has been like not going down at night very well, so it's been kind of hard to just have like a nighttime routine, honestly. Like we just kind of, every night we just kind of wing it. Oh, he's really crying. I'm just gonna give him a few minutes with his dad to see if he calms down. I don't remember what I was saying. Also in Mexico, Clay and AD, I don't know, they just kind of like, I don't know, like Clay just doesn't really seem super into AD, which is like, it's fine, like if it's not, you know, like if a person's not your cup of tea, then that's fine. But it's just like he was so adamant in the pods about like what his fiance is gonna look like and what his wife is gonna look like, and he just like was so focused on looks. And then when he like saw AD at the reveal, he was really like really into her. And then in Mexico, I don't know, I just felt like they kind of like lacked a little bit of like chemistry, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe I was just, maybe I'm like reading too far into it, because like, I mean, they did have like a pretty good connection, but I think just, I don't know, I think I was expecting them like to be more like lovey-dovey, and they weren't really, in my opinion. Jimmy and Chelsea, because in the pods, let me tell you, Jimmy had a love triangle. So it was Chelsea and Jimmy and also this guy named Trevor. And Trevor was way more Chelsea's type. Like on paper, he was perfect for Chelsea. But the only reason Chelsea chose Jimmy over Trevor was because Jimmy got to her first, basically, and proposed first. So Chelsea was like, say less, I just want to be married. Oh, he's really crying. Yeah, he's like really having a hard time going down right now. But we're really trying hard to like let his dad put him down, because every time I kind of intervene and then it doesn't get any better. So we're trying really hard to let him put him down, so that he doesn't only get used to me, you know, doing it. I don't know if he put him in this room. I will be right back. I need to go check on my child. Okay. My child is okay. He's downstairs with his dad. He's trying to put him down. Sorry. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. So, like I was saying, Jimmy and Chelsea ended up getting engaged, and at first I was super not into Jimmy, simply because he just like rubbed me the wrong way with the way he handled Jessica, like talking about her daughter and stuff, and then with the way he handled talking to Chelsea after that conversation. Like, he was very like cold towards her when she told him that she had been married before, and I was like, buddy, it's not that big of a deal. But like, you could tell that it was a big deal to him, but then he was like acting like it wasn't, and it's like, you're weird. Like, she was very young, she got married, they figured that it wasn't for the best, so they got divorced. It's not a big deal, you know? So yeah, I just wasn't really feeling Jimmy, like, honestly, at all. I just thought he was kind of like immature and blah blah blah. And Chelsea, I mean, I'm totally like, I don't know, I see so much flack on social media towards her simply because of how she said that she has similar features to Megan Fox. Never once did she say, I look like Megan Fox. All she said was, people comment at the airport that I look like Megan Fox. I don't see it, but I think it's because I have dark hair and light eyes. Totally understandable. And I also do think that they have similarities. Like, it's not that she's saying like, oh my god, I look exactly like Megan Fox. Like, no, that's not what she's saying. She's saying that she has similar features to her and she gets mistaken for her. There's nothing wrong with that. So Jimmy, of course, like any man I think would do, he immediately hears Megan Fox and hard eyes for him, right? So he's like, oh my god, like, marry me now. And Chelsea is basically like, oh, you know, he wants to marry me. That's good. And the whole thing is, oh my god. Oh my god. Hold the phone. Hello. Wow, this is just going amazing. This video is turning out to be really good. So yeah, if you guys want to hire me to film videos for you, I'm available, just saying. Hang on, oh my god, what is happening? I have this camera on a tripod and it's just not working. Okay, there we go. I think the angle is a bit different, but that's okay. So, like I was saying, Jimmy hears Chelsea say, yeah, you know, I have similar features to Megan Fox. And he is starstruck. He's like, oh god, you know? He's like, whoa, Megan Fox, like, damn girl, marry me right now. And she's like, listen, buddy, I don't think I look like Megan Fox. That's just what people tell me I look like. And he's like, all I hear is Megan Fox. So, long story short, he ends up breaking up with Jessica, who is a better match for him, I would say. Do I necessarily agree with her withholding the information that she has a daughter with him for, you know, a few days? No. Do I see where she's coming from? Not really, because in my personal opinion, I would disclose that I have a child first and foremost, that, you know, he is my life. And so, you know, that is the biggest part of my life. So I think that that should be fully disclosed, if I'm being honest. But she chose not to. And then when she did, you know, he didn't take the information very well. He doesn't want to be a dad right at this moment. So yeah, he breaks up with Jess, ends up proposing to Chelsea. Then, because Chelsea is still in a little love triangle with Trevor, she has to talk to Trevor, obviously, who's super into her, by the way. Like, he is like really into her. He's completely gonna, you know, propose to her, and he would probably say yes at the altar. But she has to go in and talk to Trevor and say, hey, listen up, like, Jimmy proposed to me and I said yes. So that's basically what she does. She goes on a date with Trevor and is like, yeah, like, you know, I said yes to Jimmy, so I'm so sorry, like, you're an amazing guy, but I made my choice. And Trevor, who basically knows, like, okay, he knows that Chelsea was like really into her, so he says, you know, if it would have been me first, would you have said yes? Like, did it matter because of the order that it went in? And she basically doesn't really have an answer for him. So I found that kind of funny, because I was like, girl, you really just came on this show, like, you really just wanted to get proposed to. It didn't matter who it was. I feel like she would have said yes either way. So anyways, her and Jimmy get engaged. They do the reveal. Jimmy gets upset because obviously she does not look exactly like Megan Fox. Shocker. But he's like, you know, I can work with it. I don't know if I'd be happy with that response if I saw, you know, my fiance talking about me like that on national TV. I think I'd be a little bit embarrassed, but that's not my business. So they do the reveal. Everything goes fine. Chelsea runs to him like a little T-Rex, you know, she's all excited. He's gobsmacked because he's like, wow, this girl doesn't look like she said she did. And then they go to Mexico. And in Mexico, I honestly thought that Chelsea was going to leave because Jimmy was just honestly a piece of crap towards her. He wasn't very affectionate. He kind of sucked at communicating, but so does she. Like, she would just kind of cry over everything, which, relatable. Like, girl, I can sympathize with you. I cry too, a lot. But like, come on, there's a time and place, you know? So yeah, she would cry over every little thing. And then Jimmy ended up like kind of hitting on AD. He made a comment about her booty and he was like, damn, that girl is like shelved up. And Chelsea ended up calling him out about it and was like, AD, like, my man thinks you have a fat ass. And AD was like, girl, I know your man did not say that, but he did. So that was drama. All in all though, all the couples pretty much have a good time in Mexico. Johnny and Amy are like in love, perfect match. Like, they just adore each other, which honestly I wasn't expecting. Like, Johnny is not Amy's typical type, and I don't think Amy is Johnny's typical type. And also I just feel like something is missing. Like, I feel like they're forcing it a little bit, in my opinion. I just don't feel like it's like authentic. But I think that they are really trying to like make the experiment work, so they're kind of like forcing it, which is like, it's fine, but I don't know. I don't know if I see them saying yes at the altar at this point. Oh, excuse me. Hang on, I'm just gonna like blend this a little bit more because my blush is driving me a little bit crazy and it keeps going out of focus, but that's okay. So, but yeah, I feel like they're kind of forcing it. Ken and Brittany, honestly, they get along pretty well in Mexico. Same thing though, don't think the chemistry is really there, especially on Kenneth's side. Like, I do think Brittany is into him, but I don't think he's as into her as she is him. Chelsea is very into Jimmy, like looks wise, everything. She loves him, and Jimmy is just, like I said, not really reciprocating. AD and Clay, they seem to like, they vibe well, but they're not. Clay just, he rubs me the wrong way. I just don't like him. I don't know, I just don't like him. I'm not a fan, and I just think AD deserves so much better. But regardless, they all end up coming home, and you know, things are okay. Chelsea and Jimmy still have like really big arguments, and honestly Chelsea is just very like dramatic and explodes over like the littlest things with Jimmy. Like basically she met his family after they had like a few arguments already, but she ended up meeting his family and they loved her and she like loved them. And so that's honestly a turning point for me. Like when I saw her meet his family, I was like, okay, I can see this working. Like, I think that as long as Jimmy, you know, is on board and they can communicate good, I can see it working, honestly, because the family loved her and she seemed like she would really fit in with them. But then they end up having a fight that same night after she meets his family, and basically I guess he had gone out the night before and didn't get home. Or no, he did get home. He got home like within an hour. Like, he was only out for like an hour, and he went out for a friend's birthday, and Chelsea was like, this is not the type of man I thought I was gonna marry. In the pods you told me you didn't go out, making it a huge deal. And I'm like, girl, he was out for an hour. It could have been so much worse, you know? Like, he was out for an hour and you're making a big fuss over it. Like, he went out for a friend's birthday. Goddamn, give him a break. Am I right? But yeah, so he was out for an hour, and I think the thing that bothered her the most though was the fact that he was out with his two girlfriends that he had introduced her to. And I guess one of the girlfriends he had slept with in the past. So there, I get it. I get her anger about that. But at the same time, I'm like, Chelsea, girl, you knew that he was friends with these girls and you said you were fine with it. So can you really be mad at this point? No, you can't. You can't be mad. He told you about them, you met them, and you were fine with it. So that's on you, girl. That's on you. My baby is really crying downstairs. He's with his dad, and he just like will not go down for him. Go and help him. Yeah, I'm gonna go and help him. Okay, hey guys, I'm back. I just had to go and put my baby down because he was not going down for my husband, so I just had to put him down. But I think I am going to end the video here just because he is kind of, you know, in and out of sleep, and it's just, I want to be able to, you know, go and comfort him if he needs it. So yeah, overall, my thoughts on Love is Blind season 6 so far is I don't think anybody's going to really make it to the altar. Well, they might make it there, but I don't think anybody's gonna really get married. possibly Johnny and Amy, but I don't know. There's a slim chance that AD and Clay do, but I honestly don't think Clay's ready for that. So yeah, overall, I think that Love is Blind season 6 so far is a shit show in the best way possible. I'm here for the drama. I'm here for the tea. My life is very boring compared to this show, so I think that I just love, you know, the drama when it's not in my life. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry that this video was so all over the place. Yeah, I don't really know. I originally was supposed to only do episode 1, then I just started covering the rest of the season, so I was kind of jumping all over the place. I have a very bad mom brain right now, so like I can't even focus on literally anything. So yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my ranting and babbling, and I hope you guys had fun, and yeah, comment whatever else you want to see from me, and I'll keep updating as I watch the show and give you my final thoughts, I guess, on this season. So yeah, bye guys. Oh my god, hi guys. So I was just about to edit and go through this footage. I'm so, I can't. My contour, it's very, very bad. Yeah, it's very, very bad. So don't mind it in the video. I'm not going anywhere. I'm literally going to shower right now, so don't even come for me about it, because I know it's bad. I saw it in the clips. Oh yeah, it's bad. Okay, so that's okay. We're gonna go wash it off right now anyways. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I already know it's bad, so you don't have to tell me, okay? Okay, bye.